Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about molecular basis of skeletal muscle contraction. So main point in skeletal muscle contraction is interaction of actin with the myosin. So interaction of actin with myosin causes skeletal muscle contraction. Now I am going to discuss how the actin is going to interact with myosin. For that, this is the structure of tropomyosin. This is yellow color. This blue one is active site of actin. So this one is myosin, you can see here. The myosin head is going to bind with active site of actin, you can see here. Active site of actin is myosin. That's what interaction of actin with myosin, which causes skeletal muscle contraction. This is troponin. We have three types of troponin. ITC, we call it as ITC. Troponin I, troponin T, troponin C. Now we'll just tell once actin interacts with myosin how the muscle contracts. You can see here. So this myosin head has binded with this actin. What happens? See here, the myosin head from here has moved on to here. I draw it separately. You can see here the myosin head, which is given in ditto. From here it has moved to here. But this base, you can see here, this is same. So this myosin head has moved to this. This is called a power stroke. So note it down. Power stroke, that is the bend of the head towards this spot is called arm. This is called head. So the bend, or otherwise you can even draw it like this. This bend of myosin head towards the arm. See, the end is bending towards the arm. The same thing has been drawn here. The myosin head bending towards the arm is called power stroke. As the name suggests, power stroke, it requires ATP. So ATP is, this myosin head is switching ATP is. So obviously you know ATPs means energy. The ATPs will be converted to ADP and phosphate and energy, and that energy is utilized for bending of the head towards the arm. So the bending of the head towards the arm is called power stroke. So what happens to this active site? That will come here, in fact. So you can see here this set has come here. Now what happens? After the active site coming here, this myosin head will go back to its original position. So the myosin head, now here what happens? ATP will come inside. I again repeat, myosin head is switching ATPs. Because of this, the power stroke takes place. That is, bending of head towards the arm is called power stroke. So this head has come here. Because of the head coming here, the active site has also come here. Now what happens is, this head will go back to its original position as ATP enters. So this is one more step. ATP will enter into it. Because of the ATP entering here, this goes back. Now what will be this myosin head again do? One more active site will come. For example, now what happens to this active site? There will be one more myosin head here. For example, we take this active site here. So what happens? Again the myosin head binds. Again, you have to draw here like this. So this keeps, this active site from here has come to here, from here will come to here, from here will come to here, this keeps on moving like this. So this movement is called sliding filament theory. That is, the actin filaments keeps on moving, or it's like sliding. They slide towards each other. From here it keeps on moving, from here it keeps on moving. So for this what is needed is actin binding with myosin. To be very specific, active sites of actin binding with myosin. Now coming to this. During relaxed state, what happens is, I will draw this like this. In relaxed state, what happens is, you can see here what happens. Yeah, this will be, just concentrate here. You know what is this? This is myosin head. What is this? This is active site. What is this? Tropomyosin. Now you see clearly. Actin has to bind with myosin, but there is a barrier in the form of tropomyosin, which prevents binding of actin with myosin. Only if actin binds with, in fact myosin, only if myosin binds with actin, you will get power stroke. Are you able to understand? Myosin head tilting this active site to here, again the myosin which one present here, again we can even add a myosin and here also. So these active sites keeps on moving, but now because of this tropomyosin, the first step itself is blocked. There is a barrier between actin and myosin. So this is relaxed state. I hope you all know that calcium is essential for skeletal muscle contraction. Now I will tell how calcium. What happens? Calcium comes and binds with troponin C. I have mentioned ITC. So calcium will bind with troponin C. So what happens once calcium binds with troponin C? This tropomyosin will be unplugged. This tropomyosin will be going above. So now carefully watch what happens. So the previous diagram was the tropomyosin was in between the myosinate and active site. Now because of the calcium entry or calcium binding with troponin C, this tropomyosin has unplugged or it is moving away from the active site. Now the myosinate is very happy. It is seeing the active site, its target, and it is free to join with the active site. Now you know already what will happen. Once myosinate and active site are about to join, once it joins, this will happen. The active site which is present here will move here. Again there will be one more myosinate here. So this active site will come here. Again there will be one more myosinate here. This active site will come here. So simple. So you can see here what happens. Active sites as keeping on moving because of the myosinate present here, myosin is present here. This myosinate after moving this active site goes back to its original position. And for the myosinate to go back to its original position, it requires ATP. And for myosinate go coming towards the arm, ATPase. See, these both steps are important. Myosinate coming back to its original position, it requires ATP. As a myosinate is already rich in ATPase, that energy is replaced for power store. So this center mechanism is called sliding filament theory. Now based on the sliding filament theory, you can see here. Yeah, this is relaxed state. This is the structure of sarcomere. The distance between two Z discs is called sarcomere. This is A for actin, M for myosin. If you carefully watch the diagram, you can see here. This is relaxed state. This is contracted state. What you are able to see? The length of the Z discs, or otherwise the Z discs are coming towards each other. This is sarcomere. So if you ask what is the length of the sarcomere during contraction, what happens? The length is shortened. Now next question, what happens to the myosin length? It remains same. Why same? You can explain based on this diagram. You can see here, because it remains same, it goes back. So simple, myosinate will, you just imagine this as myosinate, this as active site. So myosinate moves the active site, it comes back. Now this active site is here. There may be one more myosinate here. What it will do? If this myosinate comes here, goes like this. That side will come, go back. This side will come, go back. But this active site keeps on moving. Simple logic. This is sliding filament theory. So because of movement of active sites, the active filaments are merged towards each other. Myosinate remains same. This concept is called sliding filament theory. That's what the concept of rigor mortis is also there. Rigor mortis is when a person in the contracted state dies. For example, imagine some person holding some object with his hand and the hand is in contracted state and he is dying at that time. Even after death, the hand will be in contracted state. The reason is for the hand to relax what he needs. His myosinate has to come back to its original position. As I mentioned, this is very important point. It needs ATP for the myosinate to come back to its original position. But after death, there will be no production of ATP. So when there is no production of ATP, this ATP is not going to come back to its original position. So what happens to the active site? It will remain there as such. So no relaxation occurs. That is the reason for rigor mortis. Mortis is death. Rigor is rigidity. The muscle is still in contracted state. Thank you.